This time on Rock Up Racing, after somehow just kidding. After somehow pulling off a proper result last week with the carbon roof, we thought, why not push our luck and knock out a few more panels? We're talking rear quarters and the back end of the Camaro, which in all honesty gives me crippling anxiety. It's some of the most awkward bits to do. Barely any flat surfaces, zero margin for error. Now, the rear of the car has got so many lumps and bumps, weird little angles, properly contoured, but like not in a good way. So the second you try and replicate it, it's a total pain. So yeah, it's a bit ambitious, but we've got momentum in a garage full of half-used epoxy and questionable optimism. So let's get to it. I'm slightly terrified. Welcome to Rock Up Racing.
So you might have seen in a few videos ago that Paul made the moulds of these rear quarters. These rear quarters are brand new. We got the steel panels from America and Paul fit them on and then took moulds of these straight panels. So we've got moulds for this, gonna fall over, and this. Paul's just trimmed up the mould for one of the rear quarters, I'm not sure which one. And we're gonna make it in carbon exactly the same way as we made this sexy roof. One of the rear quarters. And it is a beautiful mould. Just trimming up the mould so we can, I'm gonna clean it all and prep it for carbon. Because we are gonna smash out the parts this week.
We're smashing it, mate, we're smashing it.
We're gonna do it. Just excuse me, I'm just gonna die. Right, it's covered in dust, so I'm just gonna clean it off. I've still got loads of wax on it from where it was moulded from the actual panel, so got to get all of this wax off, give it a clean up, and then start getting the mould cleaner on it. So get all of the contaminants off it, clean it all up, and then we can start putting the mould release agent on it, and then get some wax. Wax on, wax off, you know the score. So let's get to work. Okay, so here we go. We've got the mold cleaner again. This stuff is like, this smells so strong. I'm gonna start transporting myself into a different dimension. So this is actually a two-piece mould, this rear quarter. This part here is the return, sort of on the top where the boot meets. I've bolted that on. I'm just about to put some wax in the gaps, all like in here, so seal that off. And then gonna put some Easy Lease on it. So as you know, this next bit's my favourite bit, where I get to use the Easy Lease, which smells like a urinal cake. Right, here we go. We're ready to lay up the rear quarter. That's all waxed and ready to go. We've weighed the carbon, so the stack is 4 layers of 3K carbon with a core material placed sort of a strip along there and a strip in that corner there. So you'll see it as we go. Away we go.
Away we go.
So just like the roof last week, you just put a layer of resin down, then a layer of carbon, then resin, then carbon, and carry on until it's all done. Here you can see the core material. We've just put a section in the middle and the sections at the bottom just to give it that little extra rigidity so it doesn't flap about when the car's moving on the track.
here we're putting it into the vacuum bag. One thing we didn't think about was the bottom of the mould was quite spiky on the fiberglass. So we got a few holes in the bag, so we just had to repair them to get the 100% vacuum. But we made it.
Hello. Charlie,
Paul.
front subframe is in place, kind of. It's not bolted in or anything like that. But we've had to alter the front chassis legs and raise them 100mm because the car wouldn't go down low enough.
Right.
So we've done that. Now the subframe fits well. Obviously it's not all connected yet.
Our new dampers and stuff are all on order. They're being built at the moment.
Really tiny little damper coilovers and everything coming for it, which will be lovely. All this is going to be replaced. The engine is ready to be lifted up. We're going to manoeuvre it over here. We're going to fit it with the gearbox and see how well it fits. All well and being, it's going to be mustard.
What do you think, Tom?
I think it'd be more like Piccalilli. So, we've test fitted the engine with the gearbox on. This was the hole that was made for the engine before, for the gearbox, so you could change gear, obviously. And this is the BMW gearbox. And it's basically central to where it needs to be. That's wild how well that fits. Crazy.
It's meant to be.
It's literally meant to be.
Oh, and we got some clearance as well.
Yeah, for it to come up on the back.
Yeah.
Are you happy, Paul?
Yeah, it fits really well. And it's really, really nice where the exhaust headers are. Look where the exhaust ports are. They're perfectly miss everything.
It's Tom's section roaring loud tonight. Engines hum his name in the moonlight. Chrome and horsepower fusing his hand. He's the fastest man across the land.
So, I'm back. People complained last week that I didn't have a section, so
I mean, one person.
one person did. That's people. One person did. I'd count that as people. I've got fans now, so cut that out, Charlie. Today I'm working on this, which is a BMW 116 diesel.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. There's no badge on the back, but my computer says it is. Computer says no. So this is our Jura race car, which you have been racing last year. Now we've got it back in the garage because Gertie's ready for next weekend. We're going to be at Silverstone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Donington on Monday, and then the following weekend we're at Snetterton because Charlie has taken the next step and is now in a championship, apparently. Whose idea was that?
I'm doing one race.
One race. Well,
invitational.
it is invitational, but it's the Alfa Romeo and Italian Intermarque Championship. Is that?
Yeah.
Got that right?
It's a really catchy name.
It rolls off the tongue. So this is what we're doing this now. I'm sorting Jura out. All it needs is just a quick check over, check the brakes, bleed the brakes. And it was all right last time, wasn't it? It ran all right. So, wheels on, out the door, you're in. Later on in the video, I'm going to be showing my mum's car. Now, I am showing it because she's been nagging me all week that she'd like her very special car, which you'll see later on in the video, to be featured in the video. Now, it was in yesterday for a service and an MOT. Had a couple of issues in the MOT, so I had it in last night, fixed the issues. It's just gone back to the MOT centre, and the MOT is passed with no advisories, so I will be showing that for my mum later on in the video. So you've all got that to look forward to.
So in all the excitement, we've already got the rear quarter out of the mould, and Paul's just trimmed it, and I'm really happy with it. So here is the rear quarter. It's on the car. Obviously the steel panel is still on the car, so it's
It's just sort of sitting off the car at the moment, but it's going to fit absolutely perfect. Look at the lines. It's not been cleaned up yet. It's literally sort of still popped off the mold, still got all the wax from the mold and stuff, so it needs to be cleaned up. But carbon rear quarter, carbon roof, carbon pull. Up there I'm laying up the rear of the car. Hopefully I'm going to cut all of the carbon for the other side. I'm hoping by Friday, today is Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I'm hoping by Friday we have the rear and the other rear quarter. What do you reckon, Paul?
I reckon.
Look at that though, look at that!
Look at that, it fits.
So that's going to be like nice.
It matches, it's all good.
It's going to be feathered in.
We're getting there.
But yeah, great progress. Oh yeah, and forgot about this as well, we've got this. So it's coming together finally.
Carbon boot lid as well.
Carbon boot lid. So carbon Camaro is a go. It's a little bit chilly, so I'm wearing this gilet, which makes it look like I'm wearing a stab-proof vest. I don't know why it's so big. So this is the rear of the car. I've laid 2 layers of 3K 2x2 twill in here. So there's 2 layers, and then I've added the core material just in these corners here, because we're probably not going to have time to make a rear diffuser. So that will just sort of stiffen that part up at the bottom to stop it from flapping about. So I'm going to put 2 more layers of 2K on here and then prep it for infusion. So I got a little bit carried away and forgot to film, but I've got the peel ply on there now, I've got the flow mesh, and as you can see, I've set up the resin lines. So resin's going to come in at that end, flow down here. I've put some cross sections as we go to hopefully sort of spread out the resin over the part. And then the flow mesh is just going up the sides a little bit just to make sure we capture all the sides. And then I've got a resin break just there where the vac is going to go in. So hopefully we've got enough lines in. Hi. So as you can see, we went for the envelope bag again, but this time I put something underneath the mould so that the spiky bits of the fiberglass wouldn't pierce the bag and give us a vacuum leak. So as you can see, the resin is going into the part at one end. We only planned to put the resin in at one end, but as you'll see as it goes, it just started to slow down a little bit, so we cut a hole further down and quickly got a resin line in there just to continue. We also thought we'd put a security camera in there just so we can keep an eye on the part as it cured. We put the vacuum line and the heater on a timer. So we thought we'd set this camera up so we can watch it through the night until to make sure it goes off. And that was going to be a good plan. That was up until
Sorry, I dropped it. Sorry, I dropped it in my...
So yeah, that was a failure. So I've just got here. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We've had the vacuum pump going overnight on a well, we had the vacuum pump going after we left on a timer. So on the rear of the car. So hopefully we should have a fully infused rear of a Camaro. And hopefully it's gone off. It obviously kept a good vacuum because it's still fairly tight. Right, so to tell if it's sort of cured, so that's cracked, so we should have a cured part. Get it out.
So it was around about this point that we realised that this was not going to be easy. It was almost as if the part was locked in the mould. We think it was because of the rear lights. It was like locked around there. It was an absolute pain to get out. One of the worst parts we've ever had to get out of a mould. But we did it. Boom! We have a rear! Look at that. Don't worry about the white smeary stuff. That's literally wax. It's not been sort of cleaned up yet. Carbon rear quarter, carbon rear, carbon boot lid, carbon boot infiller panel thing. It's all happening. The rear lights are going to be cut out, so I'm not worried about sort of where the resin's gone a bit funky around there. That's absolutely fine. But it's going to be awesome. Once that's all cleaned up and everything, that is going to look so good. It's all going to be wrapped anyway. Sorry about the boot lid, it's really dusty. So we're going to literally have an entire carbon Camaro. It's really starting to come true now, isn't it? It's starting to come together.
I'm not looking.
Tom's not actually seen this yet.
Oh, look at that. What's the time?
Why did you do that?
Why does that always happen?
People are literally going to think this is like Grand Tour and we've set that up.
That was
No,
not set
Tom
up.
literally comes in and just destroys everything.
Do you know what? I feel like jumping off the roof.
That would get loads of views on YouTube, wouldn't it?
So there we go, another mega week of carbon magic, somehow. We didn't quite get round to the other rear quarter because, well, we didn't. But there's always next week, that's the theory. Next week should be good though, because Paul's new tube bender is finally turning up, so the roll cage can actually start taking shape. Hopefully it'll be a roll cage and just not some expensive modern art. Cheers for watching, see you next week.
This is my mum's car.